Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some very intriguing news in regards to Target, in regards to stock arrivals, in regards to the next upcoming restock, in terms of also what we're expecting and which dates and times to go be on the lookout for the next restocks, and overall some very intriguing stuff. So hopefully you guys will sit back, relax, and it is a little bit more of the late night video. I do always want to remind you guys, we'll kind of give you guys maybe like the too long, don't want to watch the entire video, although we'll throw in some pretty good stuff, some good pictures and all that afterwards. I do want to go and give this quickly, just in case you guys are ready to go fall asleep, you guys get really late at night. There is always that very small chance of a restock tomorrow, as well as also on Friday, although not guaranteed. I'd probably go once again, probably be more pushed onto a more next week as well with New Year's and all that type of stuff. But just want to let you guys know we actually have seen some on-stock arrivals. We've also had some other good restock homies go and say some good stuff. We'll cover that. And overall, looks like some pretty good, cool things. So a lot of things to go talk about, and as well, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console, and controller. Twitter and Twitch stream as well, link down below. The brand new Samsung SSD links too as well down below. And of course, we, as I mentioned, Twitter, Twitch stream, and the Weeble as well. All that good stuff always linked down below. And if you guys want on to, leave a like, and let's go dive in the video. So let's do the really quick, like too long, maybe don't want to listen to the full-on ramble for it, although the ramble will be good as well. So I want to let you guys know, we do actually have confirmation from one of my new Vegas contacts at their store. We mentioned this in passing. We kind of talked about this a little bit before, how some of the stores were still sitting on some stock. If you guys have watched their videos the past like 6 days or so, they were sitting on some stock. And as well, we also have on hand some consoles that have still been sitting in the back room. We also, if you guys saw our videos a little bit ago, if you guys mentioned this, if you guys remember the last Target drop, I did go mention that one of the stores had a stock arriving on the 26th, which did happen. That was kind of throwing off my guesstimates on the last drop. If you guys remember me saying that, I said that. And then also there was like basically stock there. So ever since that stock arrived, that 27th, on the basically the day right after Christmas, basically they had been sitting on that stock. I thought that was kind of weird. I was kind of assuming that the next Target restock was going to be like this week, as of like this week right now, because I was like, if there's stock on the way, they did have a little bit of stock. It wasn't the biggest stock. We also had a little bit of sketchy stuff on our newer stuff. I was like, okay, well, then maybe next week. But then it actually did end up dropping as well, and that's why I was happy I shared up other people's information too. So just want to let you guys know, ever since that store had their stock arrival, it's still been sitting on hand. You guys can check out the videos if you guys want to before. As well as also they did have confirmation that more stock is coming. This is all stuff we've kind of like somewhat known, although we just don't necessarily know, because you kind of want to look nationwide side to go and see where all the stock is, where the stock arrivals are, who's getting stock, etc. So the really quick stuff, we'll have a lot more stuff to talk about in a second, but really quickly, small chance for a restock tomorrow morning, as well as on Friday. We usually do see Target always restocking Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Obviously, today is Wednesday. Although, I would probably be assuming it'd be more so next week, and we'll go and show you guys in a second why. If you guys, so basically, I'd probably say if you guys are really committed, tomorrow morning or Friday morning, very low chances, but if you guys are awake early anyway, or maybe you guys just don't mind waking up an extra hour just to go and see, it's a little bit harder, I know, for West Coast. You guys can take it how it is. Say you're East Coast, it's right, like we're usually seeing drops around the 6:30 Central Time, so that's around 7:30 anyway. Some people wake up at 6 for work, or 7 for school, 7 for whatever. So I mean, if you're already up, you guys can just be maybe kind of just patiently around or whatever. West Coast, kind of play by your own ear. I probably would not recommend until maybe next week, because as you guys know, with New Year's coming on out. So just letting you guys know, there is stock there is stock in the stores, there is more stock arriving. I'd probably be assuming more so next week, starting as of Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday next week at around the 6 to 7 a.m. Central Time. So add 1 hour and minus 1 hour for Mountain, minus 2 hours from that. So if you guys want, that's the really quick, too long, didn't want to read, all the good stuff for it. Stock is there, stock are also there. We'll be watching it, and apparently we're gonna have 3 back-to-back Target restocks. So now let me go and actually show some more intriguing stuff over here from one of my homies, Jake, which is actually kind of cool stuff. And this is why it's kind of one of the bigger restocks out there, one of the bigger restocks and stock numbers, and especially whenever you have a chance for a Target store to get double stock arrivals, as we mentioned before. We've been kind of covering this throughout the past week or so. Whenever you have a chance to go and see double stock arrivals, it usually means the drops are going to be pretty big and pretty juicy. So let's go talk about this. Let's go talk about the boys, because this is always fun to go and see. So I have a really cool picture over here from my boy Jake over here. So thank you, Jake. Hope you never mind. But Jake's always lovely. So when it comes to this stuff too, he even goes and states, stores received 10 to 30 PS5s each week. So a drop could be happening before the weekend. Kind of how we were saying before, there's that small chance Thursday or Friday tomorrow morning. And as well as also, we've actually have been confirming this too. You guys can check in the previous videos. We've kind of been like watching it. We've been seeing rumors on it. We even said on the day-to-day video earlier on today that we wanted to go reach out and see. That's why we had the New York contact or Las Vegas contact. New York right now. We'll get more details maybe tomorrow. I didn't get a response for them, although they're usually a very good contact. I'm assuming we'll probably have a lot of information throughout this weekend, and we'll go from there. So basically this one, however, this basically means, and you guys can see in this picture over here from my boy Jake, you guys can go and see this. Let me go and zoom on this. 34 on hand, 74 on the way on 0102. So as you guys can probably, let me go pull up the little, like the timestamp over here. Let me move my, dude, I'll just put myself in the, I don't know, just in the middle. Whatever over here. So basically you guys go look at this. As you guys can see, we have stock arrivals on the 2nd, and usually we do see a lot of weekend stock arrivals overall. So you guys can see there's stores that already do have stock on hand. So there is a very small chance for the 30th and 31st for them to go and have stock. Although I'm sure maybe a lot more stores will start receiving stock on New Year's Day and New Year's itself, like the 2nd itself. And then that would also prep up for a really good Wednesday restock or Thursday or Friday in general. Usually whenever we see a lot of stores holding onto stock and a lot of stock arrivals set on up throughout the weekends and everything's like all organized and all set, that usually does lean towards more of a Wednesday restock. Because if the stock's already there, the stock's already chilling, it does make things a little bit easier. But this is looking like a huge restock. And the total numbers on this alone is 107 consoles. 107, which is ridiculous. Like that to me is just absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Now, we also do want to let you guys know, we have seen some smaller stock numbers. Not every store is going to have 100 stock. Not every store is going to have a bajillion consoles. Some stores will have like 10, 15. Some stores might be in the 50s. But this is probably one of the biggest stock numbers I've possibly seen. And probably one of the biggest things just in general going on. So either way, once again, very small chance Thursday or Friday. More higher likelihood Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week, once all the stock is allocated and situated on from all these locations. Stores do already have stock on hand too as well, which is very nice to go and see. So we've been seeing the stuff, we've confirmed the stuff. Like I mentioned, we've mentioned this on a few different videos too as well. Also, thank you, Jake, for letting us show this in the first place. I love you, Jake. So we'll let you guys know as well. For everything else we've had a chance to go and see when it comes to their consoles. Usually we've been seeing better drops, mainly because while they are still somewhat botted, because it is being a local drop, Target's been not that bad. We sometimes see some issues with canceled orders. We sometimes see issues with like orders never showing up or overselling. But on the part 2 of that is we've actually been seeing a little bit more walk-in stuff as well floating on in. So it's very intriguing kind of note for that. Now, I do not think this will be in a walk-in drop. We have not seen any corporate memos. We haven't seen any mentions, although we have seen a few stores starting to go and sell stuff in stock. We've mentioned that in the video before, where we saw like Hawaii stores were officially able to go and sell the stock. Now as well, I just want to give another part 2 of this. Just because a store is receiving 100 consoles does not mean it will be dropping 100 consoles or so. Sometimes we've seen them go and kind of do tapered drops where it's like maybe 2 or 3 restocks worth. So maybe a good easy example for that is maybe you'll have like 25 consoles for one day, and then 2 weeks later, 25 consoles because it's already there, and then another 25, etc. Although for some weird odd reason, we've been seeing Target drop back to back restocks. We've had like 1 week in between. They're going kind of hyperdrive, and in all honesty, I'm kind of cool with that. I'd rather have more consoles than the less amount of consoles floating around. So like once again, quick little recap, because I know I do talk fast too as well. I would probably be assuming that throughout these next few days, we could potentially have the restock. Very small chance tomorrow, very small chance on Friday, probably would be assuming later on. So that you guys all know, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, the 5th, the 6th, or 7th is probably what we highly would recommend just based on how Target's been doing this throughout these past few weeks / few months. And there's always that small chance it can maybe even be delayed an extra week, but usually Target does not like to send on stock. They don't like having the stores having extra stock. It's just the way to go. Like, it's just the easy peasy way to go and do it to it. So, like I said, if you guys really want to go and truck on through, you guys can. I'm probably be sleeping on in, mainly because it's also my mom's birthday, so we've been having a few casual drinks, you know. But I just want to make sure I can even run in this computer over here and give you guys the good old news, because it's always kind of cool to go and see. As I mentioned, once again, our own contacts have actually had a chance to see stock, and I'll give you guys more details throughout this entire weekend if we see more warehouse movement or anything else too as well floating around, mainly because I just want you guys getting your consoles ASAP. So that's about it for me. Major shouts to you guys if you guys just want to be on the lookout for it. And as well, we'll give you guys more details probably throughout these next few days as well. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well to the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 digital console controller. Samsung links too as well, linked down below. Twitter and Twitch stream on top of that. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock, free money. Same with that Columbus too as well. I made your shout out to Jake for this one because Jake was on point and I always love that guy a bunch. So thank you guys all so much for watching. I'll see you guys up in the next one as well. And hopefully you guys go get your consoles ASAP. Love you guys.